right. Meeting me at the corner of sex and comedy tonight, you guys. I have with me Sister Quintella. Hey, sis.
Can everybody see me?
Yes. Give it to him. Give it to him. I'm so happy to have you on my show. Thank you for joining me.
Yeah, I like being on with the young people, honey, the millennials, you know.
So let me ask you, because you've been in this comedy game for a mighty, mighty long time. And I know that newer comedians versus older comedians, the pandemic has done different things for different people. But how do you keep your funny, and how do you keep your funny muscles moving during this pandemic?
Now, I smoke as much weed. I smoke as much weed as I possibly can, honey.
So what you're saying is that this interview should have happened in person so that we could have hit one together.
Oh, you know, Granny lights up, honey.
Hey,
I call my weed, honey. You know, they got different names for weed.
yeah.
And I go my own. You know what I call it?
What you call it?
Oh, Stairway to Heaven, honey.
You get so high, you high-fiving Jesus.
I'm high-fiving the clouds, baby, right now.
Listen, I'm jealous. I'm jealous, but I understand. I've high-fived Jesus a time or two. I understand.
I know that's right, honey.
So, because you're a smoker and you be high, like, does it affect the sex game out here? Like, do you get high before you have sex?
No, you know I got them Cadillacs on my arm real bad, and I smokes and I can see, so I ain't get with nobody ugly, honey. When I don't smoke, okay. I got the Cadillacs, and you ain't no telling what you gonna run up on.
You got to be more careful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have to be more careful. So, Sister Quintella, I have been a fan. Look, not a group, because we just established that comedy group has got a new name, but I've been a fan for a long time. What do you think? What do you think contributes the most to your staying power? Like, how is it that you keep it going?
Well, you know, years? I started back in 1986, and a few years after that, I ended up on Apollo in New York, but it wasn't televised, but I got a standing ovation. Mm-hmm. And then after that, I was on Comic Brew, and I got a lot of fans. I got lots of fans from Comic Brew, honey. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then I did Comic Brew, and let me see what else I did. I did a music video with Busta Rhymes called "Make It Clap, Honey."
I know that's right.
Me and Granddaddy was making it clap last night, honey. But you don't tell my mess, I won't tell you.
No, we can talk about it on this show. Look, stuff still works down there. Stuff still work.
Honey, the snow might be on the mountain, but the fire is still in the furnace, honey.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. I hope that my fire is still in my furnace when I get older. Praying for small favors.
Honey, I had to put the pillow behind the headboard, honey.
Oh, well, right now. You don't want the neighbors to hear you in there going off now.
You gonna act like you don't know nothing about that, huh?
Listen, I'm hoping that I find out. Okay, one of my hashtags is "Do it until you die." I want to die that way. That's how I want to go. Okay, I get it.
We be giving the neighbors something to talk about, honey.
So, has sex changed for you as you've gotten older? Has it gotten better? Is it more difficult? Or it's like everything still doing what you make it do?
Well, at my age, I get a little bit more money now because I can take my teeth out.
Amen. Amen.
So you know, it's not the sex they pay for; it's the shipping and handling they got to pay for.
Listen, and that shipping and handling can be costly.
Oh,
Can be
yeah.
costly.
And come get you some of this possum gravy, but everything nice. Come with a price, honey.
So are you out here messing with them young boys or you got them old bulls? What's your preference?
Honey, but none of them, they be messing with me, honey. All up in my inbox, honey.
I know that's right.
I'm doing something strange for some change, honey.
So you're not out here buying no little young boy no PS5. They not getting you with the sweatpants season. They not getting you
Well,
with
a
that.
PS5, they gonna have to come break me off a little something and change my diaper afterwards, honey, for a PS5, honey. Them things is expensive, honey.
Some women are out here doing that though. Some women getting these little young boys buying them little video games and stuff.
They gotta come get a look at some gym shoes or something, cause that PS5, honey, shit, honey, that's my whole social security check and my stimulus.
Hey, ain't nobody giving up no stimulus check on no
No,
PlayStation. Not around here.
honey, we got on almost the same color. Look, I'm in Hawaii.
Listen, I was trying to be. I said, what can I wear for Sister Quintella today? Like, had to go in the
Look
closet.
at
Let me pull up my paisley.
I'm down
Yeah.
in the islands.
Yes, and let me pull out my paisley. So, what is most important about sex to you?
About sex.
Mm-hmm.
Honey, sometimes it be great, big old, strong strength come and try to climb up on top of Quintella, honey. But I'm gonna say sometimes it'll knock the bottom out, but it won't touch the sides, honey.
Hey,
Uh-huh.
they do that. They do
That's
that.
how they live, just like a great big old Arizona tea can. That's what granddaddy. He ain't nothing to play with, honey.
Nothing to play
Take
with.
my teeth out and it still don't be enough room, honey.
Listen, I've been there before. I understand. And I got my teeth still in, so I get it.
That's
I
the
get
nasty you wants to be.
I get it. Listen,
You got a husband.
I don't have a husband. No.
Some
I
nasty
did.
buzzer
I had a husband. I did. I did.
some nasty buzzer gonna put a ring on it, honey.
Listen, the next husband, I can wait. But if he an Arizona tea can though, I don't know.
Oh,
Oh no.
you can always send them on my way, honey.
Listen, I get them worked up. I get them worked up. Might not let them leave the house. Might not. Arizona tea can. And he got to be fine. No, where you going? Just sit your ass right here. Where you going? Ain't got to leave.
Yeah, honey.
So, and just speaking to what's important to us, when we take it back to the comedy for just a second, when it comes to comedy, what is the most important lesson that you've learned from it?
As far as comedy go, I would have to say, you know what? More than anything, I like seeing comedians grow. And they start off, they might not be that funny, but they stick in there and they keep on going. And and then some of them come out being so funny, and then some of them be famous and don't be funny, but they still improve. And that's what I like about comedy. And I learned that, sometimes you got to keep your mouth shut, honey.
Mm.
And just like, what's the girl that said they blackballed her?
Monique.
I got blackballed last night and I thoroughly enjoyed it, honey.
Thoroughly. Thoroughly. But so is that ever a fear though, being a Black woman in comedy? Do you think that you have to tread lightly with your comedy? Do you think you have to be mindful of what you say?
I don't think it's so much about, being a lady, being a comic, period. Sometimes people want you to be political. What?
Yeah.
How they say it? They want
They got to be politically correct. Yeah.
And if it's funny, I'm gonna say it, honey. I might
Right.
laugh, I might get booed off stage, but I'm gonna say it. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. Ain't nothing
Uh,
wrong with that though. Like I
I,
feel like being able to be on stage is probably very freeing.
yeah, you know,
Um,
somebody who inspired me just to go out there and to just say what you want to say. You know, sometimes it might hurt somebody's feeling. Like Lunel got up on stage and she did this joke about her father, and I thought that was the funniest thing I ever heard in my life.
mhm,
And she didn't do that joke no more, but it's on Comic Brew. But
mhm.
that inspired me, honey. That's inspired me to let loose, like
Okay.
loosey goosey, honey.
Let me tell
Uh,
you
uh.
something. I've watched a lot of your sets. And when I tell you getting loose is like the least. You are so funny. And
Thank you,
you
baby.
don't tread lightly, and I dig that. Like you don't, you know what I mean? You don't pull no punches on stage. And the things that you talk about and just your perspective, like I just truly, truly enjoy it. I
You
really.
just like sugar, so sweet.
Oh, yes, keep them coming. Keep 'em coming. Keep 'em coming.
You
Keep 'em
must have
coming.
seen me in Baltimore.
Hmm.
You must have seen me in Baltimore.
I have. I've seen
I
you in
love
Baltimore.
Baltimore, honey. The
Hmm.
Baltimore Comedy Factory.
Yes.
That's where Alabama, honey.
Yes.
Ooh, he's a nice looking young man. Ooh, he could get some of this titty milk, honey.
So I'll make sure that I
I hope
pass that along.
I hope he ain't allergic to buttermilk, honey.
I don't know. He might feed you. I don't
I
know.
do.
Alabama's solid.
Mhm.
Get some of that titty milk. And he
Uh,
country. You know, country boys got big appetite. Country
yeah,
boys
and
got a big
I
appetite. He might
he should,
eat you
you
up.
know, he should have come to my house for Thanksgiving, honey, because I would have lifted them balls up and did the butter ball. Yes, honey. Yeah, baby, some cranberry sauce, honey. Mm, mm,
He's gonna kill me
butter
here.
ball.
That's
See, I never
hilarious.
seen these young ladies how to do the butter ball.
You gonna
Gobble,
hit him with the turkey gobble gobble on the balls at Thanksgiving?
uh,
If you serving up the gobble gobble at Thanksgiving, I'm scared to know what you're doing at Christmas time.
honey,
Hey,
I'm gonna let him come
hey,
down the
instead of
chimney.
jingle bells, he got jingle balls going on
Oh,
at
yeah,
Christmas
on
time.
down the chimney, honey.
Let me tell
Uh,
you something. You probably pull them teeth out and put a whole hurting on a man.
B544. Look out, so here it comes.
Look out, throat, because here it comes. Okay. That shit's going on a shirt 2021, you guys. Look out,
No, no,
throat.
church saying.
Because here it comes. I'm going to make sure you get your money. That shit's going on a shirt.
Hey, what church you belongs to?
I belong to a church called Christian Unity.
You go,
I
you
do.
go to Christian Union.
I do. I
You know,
do.
I'm a faithful member of Jezebel Missionary Baptist Church.
And who's the pastor down there, Jezebel?
Pastor, take your dollar. You know, Creflo Dollar's cousin.
Let me tell you something. I met Pastor Take Your Dollar, and I feel like he's leading the flock in the most egregious of ways. Like I feel like Pastor got his hand in the cookie jar of some of them people up in the church.
He take
Bring
up so many damn collections. I know.
it. I feel like Pastor dipping in the choir, he dipping in the usher board, Pastor deep dipping in them deaconesses. I think.
What you say?
I'm saying, I think your pastor's a thought.
Let me call up some of the sisters on the usher board, because I know I've been putting money in that building fund since 1957. Ain't seen a doorknob, a nail, or nothing.
Not down there in Jezebel. Not down there.
Honey, I won $500 on the riverboat. Pastor come calling me up, talking about, is you gonna put some of that gambling money in the offering? I said, you ain't give me none of that offering money to gamble with. I ain't giving you shit.
Hell no. No, you got to put in on this player.
Talking about, I want all my mighty eagles to come up and put in $500. And I want all my mighty hawks to come and put in $1,000. And my girlfriend Eloise says, you gonna put your money in there? I said, I'm a sparrow. I ain't giving his ass shit.
Nothing. Not a thing.
Not a feather, not an
showing
eagle.
Off down there in Jezebel.
Nothing.
It's showing off. So what would be, following what we've all been through with this pandemic, what would be your best advice for 2021? What would you want people to take with them going forward?
For 2021? Mm-hmm. Well, honey, I say, once this pandemic is over, honey, I'm gonna have a hot girl summer, fall, winter, and spring, honey.
I know that's right.
Cause honey, it's been locked up, honey. I say, Father, I stretch my legs to thee. No other help I know, cause I ain't had no good relations since that last stimulus check hit.
Listen, so this next check should secure you a little something. That's what's about to go down. This check about to secure you a little something.
Mitch better have my money.
So what if he gets it bumped up to that $2,000? How much you gonna get for that $2,000?
For $2,000?
If we get it, I mean, people are getting a $600. If you get that $2,000, what you gonna do with that?
I'm gonna go down to the Jamaica and give me one of them hot Jamaicans, honey, and give them some of this juicy patty. Some of this juicy patty.
Okay,
juicy patty. Yeah.
Listen.
Jamaica, what's old is what new.
I want to be like you when I grow up. I hope I'm still juicy later.
You want to be nasty when I grow up?
I hope I'm still juicy later. Lord help me, because if the joint ever run dry, I don't know what I'm going to do. Sometimes
I get powder dry, but sometimes it have a little possum gravy flavor to it,
Ain't nothing wrong with a little additive. Additive can go a long way.
Yeah, kind of a little that possum gravy, honey. Yeah.
What has been your best experience, Sister Quintella? What has been your best experience just in comedy or in life? What's been your best experience?
One of my best moments in comedy ever. It's a couple of them, honey, because I always wanted to perform or even just meet John Witherspoon. Mm-hmm. And they were setting it up for me to open up for him in December at I want to think it was the Arlington Improv. It wasn't the Improv. Mm-hmm. And he passed away, and that was one of the saddest, but the greatest. I did the Apollo in 1992. And when I was first supposed to go on stage, they canceled the show because Patti LaBelle had sold out. And so they had to carry over into the night that I was supposed to perform. But then I got my day to come down. Mm-hmm. And when I got there, I had my show all ready. They said, you can't say this, you can't say that, you can't say this, and you can't say that. And I'm looking at myself, I said, that's my whole show. what the hell am I gonna do? So I made up my mind right there. Hey, I'm just gonna go out there and do it. And honey, they had the Sandman on one side of the stage, and he was real. I was kind of nervous. I went out there and I said, I did what I said I'm gonna do. Now, if you're gonna say what I say what I say. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. I went out there, did my jokes. I got a standing ovation. The crowd screamed so loud, I took a few steps back because I thought the Sandman was coming out to get my ass. But it was the loudest applause I ever heard in my life. It was a standing ovation, and it was at the Apollo. And a young man named Don Carl Harper, he's an actor out of Chicago, and he the one who set me up to go to the Apollo. And I thank you, Don. He's famous. He been on lots of stuff. I think he was even on Powerful. Okay. You know Powerful.
Yes. So that is a fantastic experience. That's a fantastic experience. And to be honest with you, so my show is new. I'm only 2 years in, but I've been lucky enough to been able to travel, meet a lot of people. But going to the Apollo for me in 2019 was my best experience thus far also.
You performed?
I didn't perform, but you know how they have now like the sound stage where they do the comedy, but I was lucky enough to be able to go into the main theater. I was lucky enough to be able to touch the Tree of Hope with just a fantastic group of people. And it was such an amazing experience. And just even touching the Tree of Hope, it was almost like you feel everybody else that touched it before you did. And for me, even just being there, even though, you know, I wasn't there to perform, it was an empty auditorium, just to be on the stage. It was fantastic. It was fantastic. I don't feel like there's anything that could possibly come that's going to top that. You know what I mean? I do hope to grow and
Gladys Knight,
things, but
and Gladys Knight and James Brown and the Jackson 5. You know, I used to babysit for them Jackson 5.
Oh shit! Who was whooping who over there?
You know,
I'm sure they was well behaved.
You know which one was my favorite?
Who's your favorite?
Well, it wasn't Marlon because he used to pee in the bed, but wrong. I got to tell you a funny story. My grandson used to play with Randy Jackson, and he went down there and asked Randy if he would go to the circus, and he said, "I can't go to the circus because we practicing." My grandson said, "I don't know what you're practicing for. Y'all ain't never gonna be nothing nowhere."
Yeah, kids tell it how they see it. Kids tell it how they see it. Probably like y'all can't say. Kids tell how they see it.
Nothing nowhere.
Yeah, kids don't pull no punches.
My favorite was the daddy, honey. A, B, C. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
A, 1, 2, 3, baby. You and me, girl.
Oh my gosh, this is the most laughing I've been doing in weeks.
Baby.
I needed all these laughs.
Did you know that Randy and Jermaine got a baby by the same woman?
I could believe that.
And the oldest boy, Jackie Jackson. Oh, Jackie used to love him some older women, honey. Oh, yeah, honey.
Did you take a dip in that pool?
I used to leave my window up, honey, just in case she come slipping through the window.
Listen, could Jackie still get it today? Could Jackie still get it today?
Oh, yeah.
Still leave your window open for him today?
He still put a tangle in my lady parts, honey. Oh, yeah. Yes, they could get it because he looked just like his daddy, honey.
He do. He do look like his daddy.
Remember when in the Jackson movie when they was and when Catherine caught Joe talking on the telephone?
Mm-hmm.
Joseph Jackson, you a liar. And you a cheat. And I don't want you, 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 I don't want you no more. Right. That was he was talking to on the other line, honey.
I believe it. I believe it, because you a mess. Okay, so you no good.
You can say I was in the movie, honey. Because they was talking about me. That was me he was talking to.
Mm-hmm.
So now that was before I could take my teeth out. So I was a bad mama jammer.
I already know. Ain't no question in my mind. Yeah. Ain't no question in my mind. You was tearing shit up.
Halloween was his favorite time, honey, because I was bobbing for apples, baby.
Hey now. Look, make me feel like my Halloween plans is some bullshit.
Some of this trick or treat if you were still living, honey.
I clearly am not functioning in my highest capacity after talking to you. I gotta get my shit together. Okay.
Yes, honey. You know I'm in Atlanta right now.
I know, and I'm coming to Atlanta in a few weeks.
I would love to meet you. Look, I just took down my crema.
I see. And I love your Christmas pictures you were posting.
Yeah, I had a wonderful crema, honey. I had such a wonderful crema. Santa Claus was good to me, honey.
I know that's right.
Yes.
What Santa bring you?
What Santa bring me? I got some new rims for my 6'4".
Okay.
I got an ounce of OG Kush. Because, I got them Cadillacs on my eye.
Yes, that's a good Santa.
And I saved up the last of the money that the children gave me for Christmas. And I went and got me some, I got me some old drinking, stinking, fornicating sex from the projects, honey.
You know what? Drinking, stinking, fornicating sex is always good.
Yeah.
Always good. Hood broke sex is always good. Okay.
Ain't no sex like a young man that got to buy Pampers for his baby.
Oh my God. Or one ain't got nowhere to rest his head that night. Let me tell you. Well, fuck you, sleep.
Yeah,
fuck you to sleep just so he can get some rest in a real bed. I understand.
Yeah, and I have them every time I get me one of them young men. I have them stop off at Walgreens and pick up my blood pressure medication, and then I have a little left over for some weed, honey.
I know that's right. All right, now OG Kush. Now I'm gonna say this again. Now I'm coming to Atlanta in a couple of weeks, so wherever your weed man is, I mean,
Well, I sometimes I grow my own.
Hey, I support black business. I support black business.
Up in my bones.
All righty. So this has been fantastic. I appreciate you so much for sitting down with me.
I appreciate you too, baby.
I needed all these laughs.
You're blowing up, honey.
I'm trying to do my thing.
Everybody wants to do an interview with you, honey. So you blowing up, honey. First, next thing you know, you're gonna be bigger than Shade Room and World Star put together.
Oh, yes, well let's speak it into existence. Let's speak it into existence. That's my hope. That's my goal. Really.
Yes,
most definitely. But as long as I keep having fantastic guests like you, I'm good. Like, I'm good.
You make sure you tell your followers and your listeners and your fans all over the world. Tell them to follow Sister Quintella. SIsterQuintella on Instagram, and Sister Quintella on Facebook, and Sister Quintella on YouTube. Oh, and on Facebook, Quintella Caldwell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Quintella Bear Caldwell.
Everloving. The Everloving.
Sister Quintella Caldwell.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they
That's
found
a
my
dope
birth
ass
certificate.
name.
Yeah, they found out on my birth certificate my middle name is Lonnie Bear.
Okay.
Lonnie Bear Caldwell. So Coach now, Caldwell was my husband name. My husband, Harold Caldwell.
Okay.
He died in a fire.
Who started that fire?
The fire started in my sheet shed, honey. He was all up in my sheet shed. And the
That's
fire
the way to
broke
go.
out. I grabbed my fur coat and I grabbed my ATM card, and honey, I said, I'm forgetting something. I forget my husband.
That's the way to go. Trying to tell you. Whensoever I leave here, I hope to go.
Honey. Yeah, he was cheap. He used to get all his suits from Woolworths. They was made out of wood, but they wasn't worth shit, and that's what caught on fire.
It's the friction. It's the friction from the Woolworth suits.
Yeah, honey. That night, Mary had a little lamb, honey. Yes, honey. And he caught on fire and burnt up in the fiery furnace.
Here with you. I got to go.
My fire shut up in my body.
I'm not gonna make it. Oh my gosh. You got me snorting. People ain't supposed to know I snort. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you. Thank you.
On the next episode, T. Gray.
Yes.
Tell them the name of your show, baby.
The name of this show is The Love Below, Sex Talk with T. Gray.
Now, on the next episode of Sex Talk Below, we're going to talk about who Sister Quintella done had relationships with in the movie and TV industry. We're going to reveal secrets on the next of Sister Quintella on the T. Gray Love Below Sex Talk, honey.
We're telling secrets.
Honey. Give them something to look forward to, honey. Give them something to come back for, honey. There you can see I'm in the paradise where the money resides, where the money resides.
Yes, enjoy it. Enjoy it. Soak it up. Soak it up.
Yes,
soak it up. But thank you so much for joining me, meeting me here tonight at the corner of sex and comedy.
I'm serious. Next time we're going to spill the tea, honey, because there's a couple of them, honey.
Hey, I'm going to get my cup. You spilling the tea. I got my cups right here behind me. I'm ready.
It's going to be a pearl clutcher, honey.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Ooh, that's cannabis, not coke.
Amen. 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 You hit it.
What I say, I'm going to call it Stairway to Heaven, honey.
Yes. Yes.
I
hit
call
that.
it Stairway to Heaven.
Hit that. Enjoy it.
You better get you a ladder, honey, because I'm taking you higher.
Yes. Yes. Take me with you.
I want to send a shout out to all my fans out in the DMV. Department of Motor Vehicle. You thought I was talking about, wait a minute, Delaware, Maryland, and Vermont, not Vermont, Virginia.
It's DC, Maryland, and Virginia. They just put us all in one bubble. DC, Maryland, and Virginia, and then Baltimore. Most
to the House of
definitely.
Comedy, to the Baltimore Comedy Factory. I love coming there, honey. I love that place, honey. Yes, honey.
Yeah,
Uh,
definitely. One of my most favorite local spots. One of my most favorite local spots where I've done my show plenty of times. But thank you so, so much for meeting me at the corner of sex and comedy tonight. You guys, there is so much more to come. More fantastic comedians, more fantastic entertainers, leaving those stones unturned in 2021, you guys. So make sure you follow my guest at Sister Quintella. Make sure you follow her on YouTube. Make sure you check her out, Quintella Caldwell, on Facebook. And I'll see you guys again real soon. Bye bye.